Welcome to session 17 of the Sundarakandam learning series. Today we shall start with the 171st shloka. Till here we have seen that Hanuman, through his intelligence, overcame the obstacle that was put forth by Surasa, the mother of serpents. What was the obstacle that was put forth in front of him? She emerged telling him to enter her wide open mouth because he has been ordained as food for her by the Devas. He tries to placate her, he tries to reason with her. When all that fails, he defeats her by his intelligence. And she also concedes defeat. She is not mean at heart. Okay, she did what she had to do. That is why we saw that this test was actually sent by the gods. It was not a evil person whom he was confronting. Next we will see whom he confronts. So she just told him, okay, you may go on your path and then help Sita join Rama. So this is your, I will let you go. So now we will see the next shloka, 170th. Tatritiyam hanumato, tatritiyam hanumato, drishtva karma sudushkaram, drishtva karma sudushkaram, sadhu sadhviti, sadhu sadhviti bhutani prashashansustada harim bhutani prashashansustada harim prashashansustada harim prashashansustada harim tatritiyam hanumato दृष्ट्वा कर्म सुदुष्करम् तत्तृतीयं हनुमतो दृष्ट्वा कर्म सुदुष्करम् साधु साध्विति भूतानि प्रशशंसुस्तदा हरिम् साधु साध्विति भूतानि प्रशशंसुस्तदा हरिम् together तत्तृतीयं हनुमतो दृष्ट्वा कर्म सुदुष्करम् साधु साध्विति भूतानि प्रशशंसुस्तदा हरिम् once more तत्तृतीयं हनुमतो दृष्ट्वा कर्म सुदुष्करम् साधु साध्विति भूतानि प्रशशंसुस्तदा हरिम्. We will now see the meaning. Sudushkaram Hanumatah tat sudushkaram tritiyam karma drishtva. Hanumatah, by Hanuman. Okay, or rather from Hanuman. Seeing it from Hanuman. Or no, correct meaning is Hanuman's. Tat, that. Sudushkaram, very difficult. Tritiyam karma, third act. So the first act was leaping off the Mahendragiri. Second act was overcoming the obstacle of Mainaka. The third act is overcoming the obstacle of Surasa. So that third act, karma act, drishtva, having seen. So having seen that difficult act of Hanuman's, tada, then, bhutani, all the beings. Here we should take all the beings to mean all the beings who were witnessing the scene. So who was witnessing the scene? Who was there?
Siddhas and Rishis.
Siddhas, Rishis, and
Devas.
Exactly, the ones who put the challenge first, Devas themselves. So the ones who raised the challenge, Devas, the Siddhas, the Charanas, and the Rishis. All these people, Bhutani, therefore refers to these divine beings. Sadhu, sadhu iti. Very good, they said. Harim prashashansuhu. Harim. Hari also means monkey. Just like Hari means Lord Narayana, Hari also means monkey. So Harim prashashansuhu. They praised the monkey. Prashashansuhu means praised. They praised the monkey because he escaped alive from the mouth of Surasa. So everyone appreciated his intelligence. So now I'll move forward. Simple enough meaning. Sasagaramana drishyam sasagaramanadrishyam apyetya varunalayam jagamakashamavishya jagamakashamavishya vegena garudopamaha vegena garudopamaha. Line by line. Sasagaramanadrishyam apyetya varunalayam. Please note how I'm breaking. Anadrishyam, stop, apyetya. Okay. Sasagaramanadrishyam apyetya varunalayam jagamakasham avishya vegena garudopamaha jagamakashamaavishya vegena garudopamaha. Together. Sasagaramanadrishyam apyetya varunalayam jagamakashamaavishya vegena garudopamaha. Once more. Sasagaramanadrishyam apyetya varunalayam jagamakashamavishya vegena garudopamaha. Okay, now we'll see the meaning. Vegena, with great speed. Garudopamaha saha. Where did the word saha come from? The very first word in the shloka is sa. When you do a padacheda or you break it into words, the actual word there is saha. Because of sandhi, the visarga has disappeared. So, saha, who? Hanuman. What is he compared to? Garuda. Garudopamaha saha. One like Garuda. Every time we say Garuda, we should remember Anantarama Dikshitar's statement that every reference made by sage Valmiki to Garuda in the first sarga is a omen portending victory for Rama. Because Garuda is the vehicle of Lord Vishnu. Garuda represents defeat over the dark forces, and therefore Garuda symbol of victory. So here Hanuman is compared again to Garuda. So Garudopamaha saha. Anadrishyam varunalayam. Anadrishyam means invincible. Okay, it cannot be crossed over. If you and me were trying to cross over Lanka, it would be very difficult for us to leap over the sea. It is very difficult to cross over. Varunalayam, abode of Varuna. There is another reading in one of the earlier shlokas where instead of Varunalayam, the word Makaralayam is used in some readings. Why is the word Makaralayam used? Even here, Makaralayam could have been used. Varunalayam essentially means that, or rather, Makaralayam essentially means that it is an abode of very dangerous water beasts, including crocodiles, that could kill Hanuman. And crocodiles are one of the few animals that actually eat monkeys. Okay, lots of animals don't like to eat monkey flesh. You all know the story of monkey and the crocodile, right? We would have all heard it when we were children. Crocodiles like eating monkey flesh. So particularly for Hanuman, if the word Makaralaya is used as a symbol of fearful place that he is crossing. So here also Varunalayam could be Makaralayam. So Anadrishyam Varunalayam, the invincible ocean. Sagaram Apyetya. Sagaram, ocean. Apyetya, piercing through. Akasham, piercing through, not Sagaram, piercing through Akasham. Akasham Apyetya, piercing through the sky. Avishya Jagama, coursing through, he went. So essentially, he coursed the distance by piercing through the sky, thereby crossing the invincible ocean like Garuda. So that is the summary meaning of this particular shloka. So what happens now? He's roaming free. That's what it means. Essentially, unfettered by any other obstacle, he's moving forward at a great speed. Now, what all does he see? All that will come. Everything. Now, it is interesting to note that from this 173rd shloka, till almost some six shlokas or something, the words will all be used in Saptami Vibhakti. Okay, Saptami Vibhakti in the sense of in this place, in this position, it is locative, where it is. Okay, so this is a description of the skies. Okay, that is why every word in this place it is like this. In this place it is like that. Is why you find many words ending in te, sevite, nishevite. Those are all because it is Saptami Vibhakti ending word. Vite varidharabhihi, sevite varidharabhihi, patagaischa nishevite, patagaischa nishevite. Charite kaishikacharyaihi. Charite kaishikacharyai airavata. Okay, when I join it together, I will add a rekha. Charite kaishikacharyai airavata. Is it clear? Charite kaishikacharyai airavata. Is it clear? Charite kaishikacharyai airavata nishevite. Once more I'll tell this. Charite kaishikacharyai airavata nishevite. Clear now? Okay, line by line. Sevite varidarabhih patagaischa nishevite. Sevite varidharabhih patagaischa nishevite. Charite kaishikacharyairavata nishevite. Charite kaishikacharyairavata nishevite. Together. Sevite varidharabhih patagaischa nishevite. Charite kaishikacharyai airavata nishevite. Once more. Sevite varidharabhih patagaischa nishevite. Charite kaishikacharyai airavata nishevite. Varidharabhih sevite. Patagaischa nishevite. Kaishikacharyaihi charite airavata nishevite. 4 phrases, everything ending with te, saptami vibhakti. What do they mean? Varidharabhihi sevite. Sevite essentially means frequented by, or something is present profusely. Lot of it is present. What is present? Varidharabhihi, with rain-bearing clouds. Okay. Varidharabhihi, along with many rain-bearing clouds. Patagaischa nishevite. Nishevite means inhabited. Inhabited by birds. Pataga means bird. Inhabited by many birds of different descriptions. Kaishikacharyaihi charite. Kaishikacharya refers to, the description in Giri book is wrong, masters of music. Okay, so music and dance, not people singing particularly only in Kaishika Raga, but people who are masters of music and dance, like the Gandharvas. Does anybody remember the Gandharva names? Anything that you have seen in class? Tumburu, who else? Haha, Huhu, all these are Gandharvas. There are, one of them only got cursed, no, in Gajendra Moksha story to become the crocodile. Okay, so these Gandharvas, and then Narada himself, who is a great Veena player, all these people who are masters, adept at music and dance. Okay, Charite. So they were roaming, they were traversing the space. Airavata Nishevite. Airavata, attended by Airavata. Who is Airavata?
The elephant.
Lord Indra's elephant. Very good. So the common meaning is Lord Indra's elephant. Tilaka in his commentary mentions that the word Airavata is used as a symbol for something that belongs to Indra only, it is said. Indra Dhanush. Okay, the rainbow. So there were many beautiful rainbows in the sky, is how he describes it. Okay. Immediately Soundara Lahari students will remember. Katair Manikyatvam Gaganamani Sandra Ghatitam Kiritam Te Haimam Himagiri Sute Kirtayatiyaha Sanide Chaya Churana Shabalam Chandra Shakalam Dhanushyauna Seeram Kimitirani Badhnati Dishanam. Dhanushyauna Seeram means what? Indra Dhanush. What looks like Indra Dhanush? Ambal's crown, the jewels which are studded in Ambal's crown. Here, the skies through which Hanuman was traversing was studded with many beautiful gem-like rainbows. So Airavata is used as a symbol for rainbows by Tilaka in his commentary. Okay, so this is the meaning of this particular shloka. I hope it's clear. I'm moving forward. Simha kunjara shartula, Simha kunjara shartula, patagoragavahanaihi, patagoragavahanaihi, vimanaih sampatatbhischa, vimanaih sampatatbhischa, vimalaih samalankrite, vimalaih samalankrite. Only first phrase I'll repeat again. Vimanai sampatatbhischa. Repeat. Vimanai sampatatbhischa. Okay, line by line. Simha kunjara shartula patagoragavahanaihi. Simha kunjara shartula patagoragavahanaihi. Vimanaih sampatatbhischa, vimalaih samalankrite, vimanaih sampatatbhischa, vimalaih samalankrite. Together. Simha kunjara shartula patagoragavahanaihi, vimanaih sampatatbhischa, Vimalai Samalankrite. Simha Kunjara Shardula Patagoraka Vahanaihi. One word. Vimalaihi Vimanaihi Sampatatbhischa Samalankrite. Second part of the entire phrase. Okay, second phrase. Now, this Samalankrite is the only verb here. Samalankrite means well decorated with. What is being what is described as well decorated? The skies through which Hanuman is coursing through. We must remember. How is it decorated? It is decorated with people going on Simha, lions, Kunjara, elephants, Shardula, tiger, Pataka, birds, Uraga, serpents. Keeping all of them as their vahanas. Okay, so you can imagine all the different celestials having Simha, Kunjara, the tiger, the Pataga, and the snake as their Vahana, traversing through the skies on their respective Vahanas. Okay, and then Vimalaihi, Vimanaihi, Sampatadbhischa Samalankrite. What does that mean? Vimalaihi, pure in the sense of pristine. Okay, you should imagine a brand new car comes from the showroom, how it will be. Like that only, those vimanas are there. What are vimanas? Aerial vehicles. These aerial vehicles are glittering, okay, and shining. So clean and beautiful they are. Plus, sampatatbhischa samalankriti. Samalankriti can be used to the vimana also. It is being studded with sampatatbhi. Sampatatbhi means many kinds of precious stones, gold, etc. So all these things were studded on the vimanas, and these vimanas were in turn decorating the skies. Okay, even there, the Giri book translation, didn't find it adequate, which is why I'm taking explaining phrase by phrase carefully. So drawn by, not just the vehicles were not drawn by, with these only as the vahanas. What? Simha, Kunjara, Shardula, Patagorava. And there were also aerial vehicles which were faultless and shining bright and decorated with precious stones. Okay, so that is the meaning of this particular shloka. See, for example, in Giri book, it is written there will be others hovering around using lion, elephant, tiger, bird, snake as vehicles to ride on. Okay, then it's fine. Those are used as vehicles by them. Great. So now we'll move on to the next shloka. Vajrashani samaghataihi, Vajrashani samaghataihi, Pavakairupashobhite, Pavakairupashobhite, कृतपुण्यैर्महाभागैः कृतपुण्यैर्महाभागैः स्वर्गजिद्भिरलङ्कृते स्वर्गजिद्भिरलङ्कृते स्वर्गजिद्भिरलङ्कृते. Line by line. वज्राशनि समाघातैः पावकैरुपशोभिते वज्राशनि समाघातैः पावकैरुपशोभिते कृतपुण्यैर्महाभागैः स्वर्गजिद्भिरलङ्कृते कृतपुण्यैर्महाभागैः स्वर्गजिद्भिरलङ्कृते टुगेदर वज्राशनि समाघातैः पावकैरुपशोभिते कृतपुण्यैर्महाभागैः स्वर्गजिद्भिरलङ्कृते. It's fairly easy, so we'll move to the meaning. Vajrashani samaghataihi pavakaihi upashobhite kritapunyaihi mahabhagaihi swargajitbhir alankrite. Same anvayakrama as the shloka. Vajrashani samaghataihi. Okay, Vajra Ashani. Now there are two ways in which you can interpret the meaning. One is obviously in the skies there will be thunder and lightning. So there was rainbow, there was thunder and lightning. How did this appear to the poetic fancy of Valmiki? Vajra Samaghata means when clashing against each other. What is clashing against each other? The thunderbolt weapon of Indra and various other celestial weapons were all clashing in the sky. So he is imagining some conflict which is happening and lots of sparks emanating from Pavakaihi, means fires. So when obviously these kind of weapons clash against each other, there will be fire that will erupt, right? So these also appear to decorate or adorn the skies. Upashobhite means looking decorated. Okay, decorated by, looking splendid actually. So it looks splendid by the clashing of various celestial weapons. So what is looking like the clash of celestial weapons to Valmiki? Thunder, lightning, the normal things that you see in the sky. For him, it appears like, oh, there are weapons clashing and fires are coming. Then Kritapunyaihi Mahabhagaihi Swargajatviha Alankrite. This is not related to the weapons. This is a different thing entirely. Kritapunyaha means those who have earned a lot of merit. Where do they go? Swargajitvihi. Ones who have won Swarga. The word for them is Swargajit. See, Jit means one who has won, like Indrajit. Swargajit means one who has won Swarga. So these people, having done a lot of merits in their lifetime on earth, have now become inhabitants of Swarga. They are who? Mahabhaga. They are very lucky, fortunate ones. So by these also, the skies are adorned, by these people also. So essentially, people who have done a lot of punya, who have ascended to Swargaloka, even they seem to adorn the sky. So this is the meaning for this particular verse. If there are any questions, please ask me. Otherwise, I'll move forward. Vahataha, Aarti, please ask.
Ma'am, but this is not the observation of Hanuman, no, ma'am. It's just the poetic description of
poetic description. Hanuman is intent on crossing.
Yes.
Okay. What all is he seeing are all now things inserted by Valmiki.
Okay.
This is like Valmiki is a master storyteller. Hanuman is also a character in the story only.
Okay.
When he speaks in first person, you will see those dialogues. I am going for Rama, he is there. So those will be clearly mentioned in first person. You will know who's speaking. Whereas these kind of descriptive writing is all by Valmiki.
Okay.
Thank you. Vahatahavyamatyartham Vahatahavyamatyartham Sevite chitra bhanuna Sevite chitra bhanuna Graha nakshatra chandrarka Taragana nishevite Graha nakshatra chandrarka Taragana nishevite Vahatahavyamatyartham Sevite chitra bhanuna Vahatahavyamatyartham Sevite chitra bhanuna Graha nakshatra chandrarka Taragana nishevite Graha nakshatra chandrarka Taragana nishevite. Together. Vahatahavyamatyartham Sevite chitra bhanuna Graha nakshatra chandrarka taragana nishevite. Once more. Vahata havyamatyartham sevite chitra bhanuna graha nakshatra chandrarka taragana nishevite. Atyartham havyam vahata chitra bhanuna sevite. First phrase. Same only sevite is moved to the end for the anvaya for the first line. Second line, same anvaya krama. Graha nakshatra chandra artha taragana nishevite. So sevite, nishevite. We are familiar with both the words. Sevite is present there. Nishevite is present there. Same meaning only. Vahata, atyartham havyam vahata. Constantly, excessive quantities. Havyam, oblations. So you should imagine a lot of yagyas happening in Lanka. From there, oblations are being offered constantly into the sacred fire. That is constantly being carried. By whom?
Agni.
Excellent. Agni. So what is the name for Agni in this phrase? Tell me.
Ma'am, Havyam.
Correct, Kamlaji. Chitrabhanu. Correct. Chitrabhanu. Why Chitrabhanu? Can anybody guess? Bhanu means light or effulgence. Chitra means colorful. He has many colors, no? He has 7 colors, right? So, by the colorful. So that is why Agni is called Chitrabhanu. So, all these oblations are being constantly carried by Agni. We must imagine one very busy Agni there. Okay, what is he doing? Taking oblations, going up. Taking oblations, giving it to the Devas. Taking oblations, going to the Devas. He doesn't even have time to look at Hanuman. He is that busy. Atyartham havyam vahata. Okay, this is what he is doing. Also, who else is there? Graha, Nakshatra, Chandra, Arka, Tara, Gana. Graha, planets. Nakshatra, stars. Chandra, moon. Arka, sun. Tara, Gana, constellations. All these are present in the sky. By the presence of stars and constellations, etc., we can infer that we are close to dusk. Not yet at dusk, not yet at sunset, but close to it, which is why all those have started appearing. Sun and the moon both are present because it is not yet, moonrise has happened, but it is not yet dark. Okay, so everything, all these celestial bodies adorn the sky. This is the meaning. Before the villain comes through, we need to have some interesting descriptions around. No? To capture our interest, Valmiki Maharshi is doing this. Okay. Maharshi Gana Gandharva, Maharshi Gana Gandharva, Naga Yaksha Samakule, Naga Yaksha Samakule, Bibikte Vimale Vishwe, Bibikte Vimale Vishwe, Vishwavasunishevite, Vishwavasunishevite, Maharshi Gana Gandharva Naga Yaksha Samakule, Maharshi Gana Gandharva Naga Yaksha Samakule, Bibikte Vimale Vishwe, Vishwavasunishevite, Bibikte Vimale Vishwe, Vishwavasunishevite, Maharshi Gana, together. Maharshi Gana Gandharva Naga Yaksha Samakule, Bibikte Vimale Vishwe, Vishwavasu Nivesh Nishevite. Once more. Maharshi Gana Gandharva Naga Yaksha Samakule, Bibikte Vimale Vishwe, Vishwavasunishevite, Maharshi Gana Gandharva Naga Yaksha Samakule. Okay, 1 comma. Vivikte Vimale Vishwe, Vishwavasu, only one word, Nishevite. All these are present. Who are present? Maharshi Gana Gandharva Naga Yaksha Samakula. Ha, one Samastapadam. What does it mean? Maharshis, all the celestial rishis, Ganas. Maharshi Gana means not just one, a whole collection of them. Gandharvas, Nagas, Yakshas, all these in groups. Samakulaha, everyone in groups. So Maharshi Gana, Gandharva, Naga, Yaksha, Samakulaha. So all these in groups are all present in the sky. Why? They are all curious onlookers seeing how is Hanuman crossing the ocean. Okay. Vivikte Vimale Vishwe. In this, Vivikte means in a slightly more isolated part. Vivikta. Vivikta Sevi, Ladhvashi, we see in Bhagavad Gita also. No? What does that mean? One who lives in a isolated place. Vivikte Vimale, in a slightly isolated part. Now the skies appear to be as crowded as MG Road in Hyderabad, right? But here, Vivikte, there is one isolated part of the sky. In that Vimale Vishwe, in that pure part of the sky, in pure part of the world, where Vishwavasu reigns. Who's Vishwavasu?
Gandharva, ma'am.
Correct. He is an important Gandharva. Okay, so he has his own domain in one corner of or in one isolated place in the sky. So inhabited by that Gandharva. Devarajagajakrante Chandra Surya Pathe Shive Chandra Surya Pathe Shive Vitane Jivalokasya Vitate Brahma Nirmite Devarajagajakrante Chandra Surya Pathe Shive Devarajagajakrante Chandra Surya Pathe Shive Vitane Jivalokasya Vitate Brahma Nirmite Vitane Jivalokasya Vitate Brahma Nirmite. Together. Devarajagajakrante Chandra Surya Pathe Shive Vitane Jivalokasya Vitate Brahma Nirmite. Devaraja. Shashwata.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in the previous shloka, ma'am.
Ask.
Ma'am, why did Valmiki Maharishi tell only about the domain of Vishwavasu, ma'am?
Just to say that he was also there in the skies and he was an important Gandharva, so he has his own territory. That way, he also inhabits the skies. Just to mention. These other commentators have made any remark on the domain of Vishwavasu. We can just take it that he is an important Gandharva and he has his own domain. Okay. So, meaning of this. Devaraja Gajakrante Chandra Surya Pathe Shive Jivalokasya Brahmanirmite Vitate Vitane. We have to add the word Nishevite because it is not present in this shloka. From the previous shloka, we add the verb Nishevite again to complete the Anvaya. Devaraja Gajakrante, sporting the elephant of Devaraja. Now Airavata is mentioned, which is why probably Tilaka mentions there that Airavata refers to Indradhanush. So Devaraja Gajakrante, sporting the elephant, or where the elephant of Indra is sporting. Chandra Surya Pathe, in the path of the moon and the sun. Patha means path, right? In the path of the sun and the moon. What kind of a path is it? It is an auspicious path. Shive. Auspicious. Jivalokasya Brahma Nirmite Vitate Vitane. Jivalokasya, for all living beings, of all living beings, Brahma Nirmite, made by Brahma, Vitate, extensive, Vitane, canopy, Nishevite is present. So essentially what Valmiki is saying here is, Airavata is there. This is the path of the sun and the moon, auspicious path of the sun and the moon. This entire, because it's the last shloka describing the skies. The entire skies appeared like an extensive canopy created by Brahma for the world. So the entire world's canopy. It's like a space which is covering the heads. For the protection of the entire world, Brahma has created this extensive canopy, which is the skies. So this comparison is made of the skies to a canopy provided for the welfare of all living beings by Brahma. Okay, so with this, the conclusion of the description of the skies happens, and we move on to. Oh, one more is there. Sorry. Ha, Rajaji, please ask.
Ma'am, why Shive means ma'am Chandra Surya Pati Shive.
Auspicious path of sun and moon. That's all. If you want to ask why is the path of sun and moon auspicious, I could think of only one thing. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8. If you go and those who are the realized ones, they will go in Surya Marga at the time of their leaving the body. Those who are not and who are going to come back to earth will go in the path of the moon. It could be that, or it could just refer to the auspicious path which is traversed by the sun and the moon across the sky. Okay. I also thought of the same thing. Why Shiva specifically for this? Shiva could be for Maharishi Gana. Shiva could be for anything. Why specifically for this? Even I was thinking. Okay. Bahusha sevite viraihi. Bahusha sevite viraihi. Vidya. Okay, this I broke it up. When I tell it together, I won't say virahi. Bahusha sevite virair vidyadhara ganai varaihi. Bahusha sevite virair vidyadhara ganair. Sorry. No, there is no. Bahusha sevite virai vidyadhara ganai varaihi. Bahusha sevite virai vidyadhara ganai varaihi. Jagama vayumarge tu. Jagama vayumarge tu. Garutmani vamarutihi. Garutmani vamarutihi. Bahushassevite virair only. Virair vidyadhara ganair varaihi. In the chanting files, it is corrected. It is not virair. That's what I was just checking to see how this got left out.
It's R is there, ma'am.
Yes, R is there. Bahushassevite virair vidyadhara ganair varaihi. Bahushassevite virair vidyadhara ganair varaihi. Again, Bahushassevite virair vidyadhara ganair varaihi. Jagama vayumarge tu. Garutmani vamarutihi. Jagama vayumarge tu. Garutmani vamarutihi. Together. Bahushassevite virair vidyadhara ganair varaihi. Jagama vayumarge tu. Garutmani vamarutihi. Bahushassevite virair vidyadhara ganair varaihi. Jagama vayumarge tu. Garutmani vamarutihi. Varaihi viraihi vidyadhara ganaihi bahushaha sevite vayumarge marutihi garutmani vajagama. Okay, so varaihi by the esteemed ones, viraihi by the esteemed heroes. Who are the heroes? Those who have lost their lives in battle. So the great warriors who have lost their lives in battle. See, whether you do punya or not, if a warrior gives up his life in the battlefield, he is ascend directly to heaven because he's followed his swadharma. Okay, so swarga will come to a person who follows his dharma. Okay, so because he followed his dharma, even if he lied, even if he cheated, he will attain swarga. But what will happen to him there is not told. How soon he will fall off from swarga is not told. The lies that he tells or the bad things that he does, he still has to pay the price for it. But those veeras who ascend to swarga, okay, those are there. Bahushaha. So there are many such. Varaihi, esteemed veeras. Vidyadhara kanaihi. The Vidyadharas, groups of the Vidyadharas. Vayumarge sevite. In the path of the wind, they were there. So now the path of the sky is described as a path of the wind. In that path of the wind, his father's path, Marutihi Garutmaniva Jagama. Maruti, like Garuda, went across. So on the path of the wind, Maruti went across like Garuda. Again, reference to Garuda. Okay, so this essentially says that in this path of the heroes and the path of the Vidyadharas, Maruti traversed like Garuda. How did he appear? Pradrishyamanas sarvatra Hanuman Marutatmajaha Pradrishyamanas sarvatra Hanuman Marutatmajaha Bhejembaram Niralambam Bhejembaram Niralambam Lambapaksha Ivadrirat Lambapaksha Ivadrirat Pradrishyamanas sarvatra Hanuman Marutatmajaha. Is it not there in some books? If it's not there, no, tomorrow I'll be releasing the chanting file. Please see and copy, or you can take a photo as you please. Only this line or other lines also were not there? None of them were there, huh? Only 2 were there. Okay.
No, ma'am. In Gita publications, this is shloka number 183.
Yes,
It's the
ma'am.
same.
It is the same.
Okay. Okay. Tomorrow take the chanting file video and then regularize your shlokas based on that. Okay. Pradrishyamanas sarvatra Hanuman Marutatmajaha Pradrishyamanas sarvatra Hanuman Marutatmajaha Bhejembaram Niralambam Lambapaksha Ivadrirat Bhejembaram Niralambam Lambapaksha Ivadrirat. Together. Pradrishyamanas sarvatra Hanuman Marutatmajaha Bhejembaram Niralambam Lambapaksha Ivadrirat. So Sarvatra Pradrishyamanaha Marutatmajaha Hanuman. One who was appearing everywhere. Essentially, he was going very fast. So he seemed to be eating up the skies. He is appearing everywhere. Marutatmajaha, son of Maruti, who Hanuman, son of Maruti, who Hanuman, sorry, Maruta, who Vayuputra, Hanuman. Lambapakshaha Adrirat. Lambapakshaha, long wing, with long wings. Adrirat, king of the mountains. Who is the mountain with the long wings? We just saw such a mountain.
Mainaka.
Mainaka. So the reference is to Mainaka, like the king of mountains, Mainaka. Niralambam Ambaram Beje. Niralambam, without any support. Ambaram, in the skies. Ambaram, in the sky. Beje, he occupied. So seemingly everywhere he occupied the sky. There were so many things that were there in the sky. Maruti was flying so fast across the skies that he appeared to be everywhere at the same time. Okay, and how was he? Without any support. On his own, he was traversing the skies very fast. That's all. Okay. Plavamanastu, now comes a Vili. Plavamanastu tam drishtva. Plavamanastu tam drishtva. Simhika nama rakshasi. Simhika nama rakshasi. Manasa Chintayamasa Manasa Chintayamasa Pravriddha Kamarupini Pravriddha Kamarupini Plavamanastu tam drishtva Simhika nama rakshasi Plavamanastu tam drishtva Simhika nama rakshasi Manasa Chintayamasa Pravriddha Kamarupini Manasa Chintayamasa Pravriddha Kamarupini. Together. Plavamanastu tam drishtva Simhika nama rakshasi Manasa Chintayamasa Pravriddha Kamarupini. Easy shloka, so once is enough. Simhika nama Kamarupini Rakshasi. Plavamanam tam drishtva pravruddha simhika nama kamarupini rakshasi Plavamanam tam drishtva chintayamas. Okay, pravruddha simhika, the fat simhika. Pravruddha means one who had expanded in size. Okay, so Valmiki starts by telling her, explaining that she is very fat. Why is she so fat? Analysis is there. Okay. Baladina, because of her excessive strength. Why we will see. She had excessive strength. All that Shakti only. Some people say, no, if somebody is very fat, they say that person is very healthy. This is wrong English, but you'll keep saying, my child is on the healthy side. What does it mean? My child is fat. Okay, but what does this healthy mean? The child is like, okay, the idea is the child is very strong. Okay, so Baladina Pravruddha, one who is fat because, or one who's expanded in size because of her strength. Ativriddhi Prapta, therefore she is very fat. So that's Simhika. Nama Kamarupini Rakshasi. A Rakshasi who can take any form of will. She can be two-dimensional figure lying down on the ocean. She can be a three-dimensional figure that pops up in front of Hanuman as she would do. Plavamanam tam drishtva chintayamasa. Plavamanam, the one who was sleeping. Tam, Hanumantam. Drishtva, having seen. Chintayamasa, started to think. Pray. Okay, so this is what she's thinking. Adya dirghasya kalasya. Adya dirghasya kalasya. Bhavishyamyaham ashita. Bhavishyamyaham ashita. Bhavishyami aham ashita. This is a padacheda. Bhavishyamyaham ashita. Idam hi me mahatsatvam. Idam hi me mahatsatvam. Chirasya vashamagatam. Chirasya vashamagatam. Is this there in your Gita Press books also? Okay. Adya dirghasya kalasya bhavishyamyaham ashita. Adya dirghasya kalasya bhavishyamyaham ashita. Idam hi me mahatsatvam. Chirasya vashamagatam. Idam hi me mahatsatvam. Chirasya vashamagatam. Together. Adya dirghasya kalasya bhavishyamyaham ashita. Idam hi me mahatsatvam. Chirasya vashamagatam. Once more. Adya dirghasya kalasya bhavishyamyaham ashita. Idam hi me mahatsatvam. Chirasya vashamagatam. Chirasya idam mahatsatvam me vasham agatam. Dirghasya kalasya chirasya idam me mahatsatvam me vasham agatam. Adyaham ashita bhavishyami, she says. So what does it mean? Chirasya dirghasya kalasya. After a very long time. Chirasya, it seems like an eternity to me. After such a long time. Idam mahat sattvam. This great being. Note the use of the word sattvam for being. Sattvam means what? That which possesses the quality of existence. Okay, it need not have any mental faculty. It simply exists and therefore it is food for me. That way. But sattvam essentially means anything that exists. Okay, so sattvam is used for the word being here. So this great being, mahat sattvam, me vasham agatam, has come in my grip or has come in my way. Adyaham. Today I will. Today I. Ashita bhavishyami. I will be well fed. I will be satiated today. The people usually give her a wide berth because her reputation, or rather her disrepute, is very well known among the oceans. Later we will see. Even Sugriva would have warned Hanuman about this person, this Simhika. So people usually give her a wide berth. That makes another. There is another reason why the ocean to Lanka is uncrossable. Because of Simhika. Okay, because she will eat up anyone who comes her way. So people don't risk it. So now she says, after a long time, some big being has come on my path. I am going to be well satiated today. I see dinner. Okay, is what she says. Iti sanchintya manasa. Iti
Iti sanchintya manasa
Hindi beyond you,
masya
Rajiji,
samakshi.
or whoever it is. I'm not sure who it
Iti
is.
sanchintya manasa masya samakshi.
Subhashri, ma'am.
Subhashri, please be on mute. I
Sorry.
can't. No problem. Thank you. Iti sanchintya manasa. Iti sanchintya manasa. Chayamasya samakshipat. Chayamasya samakshipat. Chayayam गृह्यमाणायां छायायां गृह्यमाणायां चिन्तयामास वानरः चिन्तयामास वानरः इति सञ्चिन्त्य मनसा छायामस्य समाक्षिपत् इति सञ्चिन्त्य मनसा छायामस्य समाक्षिपत् छायायां गृह्यमाणायां चिन्तयामास वानरः छायायां गृह्यमाणायां चिन्तयामास वानरः together इति सञ्चिन्त्य मनसा छायामस्य समाक्षिपत् छायायां गृह्यमाणायां चिन्तयामास वानरः. Okay, meaning iti manasa sanchintya, having thought thus. Thought what? I am going to eat this being. Having thought that. Asya, kasya, hanumata, Hanuman's, chayam, Hanuman's shadow, samakshipat, she grasped and pulled. She grasped and pulled Hanuman's shadow as he was traversing the skies above her. Chayayam grihyamanayam. When, as his shadow was being captured, Vanaraha Chintayamas, the monkey thought. So this is a classic example of a person recognizing a problem when it happens. There are many of us who live in denial mode. Correct? And say, I will move forward happily. So what? I will have this thing that, oh, I have great willpower. I will deal with the problem. All those things we think, but we don't recognize the problem. We don't acknowledge the problem. Okay, here, immediately on his shadow being captured, Hanuman acknowledged the problem that was facing him. Immediately it set him thinking. That is a mark of a clever person. Mark of a person who will attain success is when a problem confronts, we will recognize the problem. Hanuman recognizes the problem. So what did he do? He started thinking. When his shadow was captured, he started thinking. Because the backstory is, the moment she captures the shadow of any being that goes across her, the power, the bala of that being comes to her. This was the boon given to her by Lord Brahma. That is why she's Ativriddha. In the previous shloka, it is said, no, she is what? Very fat. What was the shloka? Pravriddha. Why is she Pravriddha? Because she has eaten up the Shakti of everybody. That is why she is Pravriddha. Okay. So such a person, she is capable of ingesting the power of the, by just capturing the shadow. The moment this power was being caught by Simhika, Hanuman recognized the problem and started to think. That's the meaning of this shloka. This boon being given by Lord Brahma, that the power will be transferred on mere catching, is in Tilaka commentary. Samakshiptosmi sahasa, samakshiptosmi sahasa, pangu krita parakramaha, pangu krita parakramaha, pratilomena vatena, pratilomena vatena, mahanauriva sagare, mahanauriva sagare, samakshiptosmi sahasa, pangukrita parakramaha, samakshiptosmi sahasa, pangukrita parakramaha, pratilomena vatena, mahanauriva sagare, प्रतिलोमेन वातेन महानौरिव सागरे. Together. समाक्षिप्तोऽस्मि सहसा पङ्गुकृतपराक्रमः प्रतिलोमेन वातेन महानौरिव सागरे. So, sagare pratilomena vatena mahanoriva. In the ocean, pratilomena vatena. Pratiloma means from the opposite side. Vata means wind. Mahanauriva, like a great boat. Now, when you have the wind in your sails, you can move forward. When the wind is against you and it dashes against the boat's movement will be arrested, because the wind is against the boat. So here also, pratilomena vatena mahanoriva sagare. In the ocean, just like a boat which faces a wind in the opposite direction that stops it from moving forward, pangukrita parakramaha sahasa samakshiptaha asmi, he says for himself. Pangukrita parakramaha. Having suddenly become powerless. Parakrama means what? The strength. Pangukrita means what? The strength taken away. So I feel very powerless. And how? Very quickly, sahasa, very suddenly I have become powerless. Because I have been caught. Samakshiptaha asmi. I have been caught. He recognizes. So, although physically Hanuman was not caught, the moment Simhika captured his shadow, he recognizes that he has been caught, because there was a sudden arrest to his power. He suddenly felt powerless. So he recognized that he was being caught. This was what set him thinking. Okay. Again, this is an example of getting to the heart of the problem that faces us. Sometimes we may not necessarily be experiencing the symptoms of the problem, but the problem may still be there. Okay, so when we recognize that the problem is there because of some reason, automatically we should be attuned to what is happening to us. So that's what happened here to Hanuman. Although physically he was not yet caught, he knew that his shadow was captured and therefore he felt he was captured. Tiryagurdhvamadhaschaiva, Tiryagurdhvamadhaschaiva, Vikshamaanastatah kapihi, Vikshamaanastatah kapihi, Dadarsha samahatsatvam, Dadarsha samahatsatvam, Utthitam lavanam bhasi, Utthitam lavanam bhasi. Tiryagurdhvamadhaschaiva, Vikshamaanastatah kapihi, Tiryagurdhvamadhaschaiva, Vikshamaanastatah kapihi, Dadarsha samahatsatvam, Utthitam lavanam bhasi, Dadarsha samahatsatvam, Utthitam lavanam bhasi. Together. Tiryagurdhvamadhaschaiva, Vikshamaanastatah kapihi, Dadarsha samahatsatvam, Utthitam lavanam bhasi. Tataha kapihi. Then the monkey. Tiryak, horizontally. Urdhvam, upward. Adha chaiva, down also. Vikshamanaha, one who was looking. Lavanambhasi uttitham, from the or in the salty ocean. Uttitham, one who was risen up. Mahat sattvam, great being. Dadarsha, he saw. Here, interesting is the usage of Napumsakalinga for Simhika. Just like she looked at him and said sattvam, he also looks at her and says being, sattvam. Sattvam, Napumsakalinga padam, Utthitam Mahat Sattvam, that great being which had risen up. If it was used in female gender, it would have been Utthita, Rakshasi, like that it would have been. But here, notice the use of the Napumsakalinga to say that he doesn't consider her a female. He considers her some being. So he saw one being rise up from the ocean. Okay, so there, after seeing up and down and across, he saw a great being rise up in the ocean. She still isn't up from the ocean. She is in the ocean, but she is rising. So he is seeing that being. This is what Hanuman is experiencing. Now he knows the source for his problem. He identified the source. Now, whenever we face an obstacle, we have to decide, is the obstacle good or bad? Okay, is it coming from a good place or a bad place? That's what he's going to do here. Tadrishtva chintayamasa. Tadrishtva chintayamasa. Marutir vikritananam. Marutir vikritananam. Kapirajena kathitam. Kapirajena kathitam. Sattvamat bhutadarshanam. Sattvamat bhutadarshanam. Tadrishtva chintayamasa. Marutir vikritananam. Tadrishtva chintayamasa. Marutir vikritananam. Kapirajena kathitam. Sattvamat bhutadarshanam. Kapirajena kathitam. Sattvamat bhutadarshanam. Together. Tadrishtva chintayamasa. Marutir vikritananam. Kapirajena kathitam. Sattvamat bhutadarshanam. Once more. Tadrishtva chintayamasa. Marutir vikritananam. Kapirajena kathitam. Sattvamat bhutadarshanam. Marutihi tat vikritananam drishtva. Marutihi Hanuman. Tat, that, again napumsaka. Vikritananam, one with a hideous appearance, one with a horrible face. Drishtva, having seen that one with a horrible face, chintayamasa, started to think. Kapirajena kathitam, by Sugriva, that which was told. Adbhuta darshanam, chayagrahi, mahaviryam, tat sattvam. So sattwam's adjectives. Adbhuta darshanam, presenting a wonderful appearance, not wonderful in the positive sense, but wonderful in the completely negative sense. Okay. Adbhuta darshanam, having a wonderful appearance, in the sense awe-inspiring, horrible appearance. Chayagrahi, one who captures shadows. Mahaviryam, very, very powerful, not very, very brave, but very, very powerful. Notice the meaning of viryam here. Does not mean brave. Mahaviryam simply means very powerful. Tat sattvam, that being. Idam atra samshayahana. Is this being here? There is no doubt about it. He thought so. I took it from the next line also. I'll complete actually. I happily took off the next shloka first line also to do the Anvaya. Chayagrahi mahaviryam tadidam natra samshayaha. This line. Chayagrahi mahaviryam tadidam natra samshayaha. Now I'll give you the Anvaya. So, Marutihi tat vikritananam Drishtva, having seen that one with the hideous appearance, Chintayamasa, thought, by Sugriva, that one who was told, who one great being, Mahatsattva. How is she described? Adbhuta darshanam, one with a wonderful appearance. Chayagrahi, one who captures shadows. Mahavirya, one who is very powerful. That being, it is. There is no doubt about it. Na atra samshayaha. Atra samshayaha, no. Okay, so this first line also I have taken to give you the meaning. Now we will chant the first line again and then move on. Chayagrahi mahaviryam tadidam natra samshayaha. Chayagrahi mahaviryam tadidam natra samshayaha. Satam buddhvartha tatvena. Satam buddhvartha tatvena. Simhikam matiman kapihi. Satam buddhvartha tatvena. Satam buddhvartha tatvena. Simhikam matiman kapihi. Simhikam matiman kapihi. Vyavardhata mahakayaha. Vyavardhata mahakayaha. Pravrishiva balahakaha. Pravrishiva balahakaha. Vyavardhata mahakayaha. प्रावृषीव बलाहकः व्यवर्धत महाकायः प्रावृषीव बलाहकः सतां बुद्ध्वार्थतत्त्वेन सिंहिकां मतिमान् कपिः सतां बुद्ध्वार्थतत्त्वेन सिंहिकां मतिमान् कपिः व्यवर्धत महाकायः प्रावृषीव बलाहकः व्यवर्धत महाकायः प्रावृषीव बलाहकः. Together these two lines. सतां बुद्ध्वार्थतत्त्वेन सिंहिकां मतिमान् कपिः व्यवर्धत महाकायः प्रावृषीव बलाहकः. Let's see the meaning. Matiman sah kapihi, the intelligent Hanuman. Tam, her. Tam is for denoting her. Who? Simhika. Artha tattvena. Artha tattva means, tattva means principle. Artha means property or nature. So, tattva also means true, that which is true. So, the true nature of hers, he ascertained and identified her to be Simhika. How does it go? Ta arthatatvena Simhika buddhva. Having understood her by her true nature that she was Simhika. How? Because he relied on the information given to him by Sugriva earlier. Before the troops were sent, the Vanki troops were sent to those going in the southern direction, Sugriva would have warned that when you cross the ocean, if you are anywhere near Lanka, if you are crossing the ocean there will be one terrible ogress who will capture the shadows of people going across. So he has warned earlier. Knowing by the earlier warning, he understands her, identifies her true nature to be Simhika. And then what did he do? Mahakayaha Pravrashiva Balahakaha iva Vyavardhata. Mahakayaha, his great form, Pravrashiva Balahakaha. In the rainy season, if you notice how the clouds are, Pravrishi means rain. Balahaka means cloud. In the rainy season, how will the clouds be? Will they be puny and small? No. Or light? No. They'll be heavy, dark, ominous. In the same way, he made himself large in size. Vyavardhata. He grew in size. Okay, this is like, if you notice, two animals fighting against each other, even the small animals will stand up tall and try to make themselves appear as big as possible. Imagine Hanuman. He is capable of taking any form, any size at will. So the moment he saw and realized that she is a true villain, this is the first true villain whom he is facing, right? So the moment he realized that it is Simhika, he ascertained the nature of the problem confronting him. He knew it was a genuine problem. So in genuine problem, what should you do? You should confront. Confront with what? Complete courage. But there is one more secret ingredient also that we will see when he wins over this obstacle. But right now, what is he showing? He is showing complete courage in becoming bigger in size and standing in front of the obstacle ready to face Simhika. Okay, so this is what happens. We will close here and we will continue in the next class as to how he deals with her and what she does.